Hey everybody, it's your bro Luke Feast, back at you with another video. Today, I'm going to get into dissecting my own feature-length film, Dollar Per Day, that I made almost 8 to 9 years ago. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this video. Now this was a college film I made back in 2017 or 18. It's in 480p because I didn't know how to export at the time because I was an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, I was still learning and I didn't know how to export. When I was a senior in high school, I had a senior project and I was really ambitious. In this very living room, actually, my parents showed me a movie called Good Will Hunting on this TV. It inspired me to make my own film. So I wanted to make, oh, this is kind of at a Dutch angle. I thought, what if I made my own film? I found out the two actors, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, made the script themselves, and that kind of inspired me because that was the first time I ever heard of them at the time. I was all like, I want to do something like that. So my senior project was to make a feature-length film. But obviously, with all the pressure, I couldn't finish it in time. But when I went to Sierra College, I thought, what if I do it again? So I met up with my friend Philip, and another friend he had, Skylar, and we just made it with ourselves with this camera, this actual camera right now that I'm filming with. We made it together, and it took a really long time. It took like a couple months, but after trial and error, we finally finished the film. I mean, it was our first project ever, but it was good for what it was at the time. Now I'm gonna get on to dissecting the film. We start our story off in a state of confusion. We see someone getting arrested, sorta, and then we see Leon coming out of the back behind a wall looking scared. I wanted to make this scene like, what's going on? I didn't want to be like spoon feed it to the audience. So I made it like a little eerie and kind of like disorienting intentionally, and for the audience to wonder what's going on. And when we see him look around and wonder where he's gonna go. Basically the first scene of the movie.
Where do I go now?
It was filmed at Hennessy Park at a school, technically. I don't even know if we were supposed to be there. But we filmed it at like 12 o'clock at night. Leon runs into a guy named Blake, pretty much. And he's all like, hey, they want to hang out? And they hang out.
Hey, Leon.
Hey, Blake.
Want to go out to lunch?
Yeah, sure.
The Blake character is played by Skylar Arnold, who I don't talk to anymore.
So where are we going?
Let's just go to that place near the movie theater.
The fries suck.
Is that all you care about in a restaurant is the fries?
Pretty much. Fries are the bomb.
Blake, you're ridiculous.
Anyways, Leon and Blake go to a Pine Street Burgers, which I had to ask if I could film there, and the manager was like, sure, you can film at my store. But yeah, that's how we got that location, even though there was a really loud blender or something in the background. It was cool to be able to film at a location like that. Trevor comes and sees Leon at the restaurant, and Leon knows that Trevor's there. And by the way, Trevor is the bad guy in the film. His real name is Fox, and I actually work with him at Target, which is pretty cool. In real life, he's a really, really nice guy. Not troubled at all, totally awesome person. But in the film, he actually does a really good job at portraying Trevor the way I wanted him to. Say what you want about Philip, his acting skills were actually pretty good in this movie, in my opinion.
I'm sorry, but is there a problem here, man?
Yeah, I can say there's a problem.
Anyways, Trevor, the bad guy, starts bickering at Leon, but Leon did something to Trevor to get him in trouble. And he's getting in Leon's face and telling him that he owes him $7,000. Leon and Blake end up going to Caleb's house. Caleb was a character, and originally in the film, I wanted to play Caleb. Fun fact. Or Leon or someone like that. But I realized I can't direct and act in the same movie, so I just decided to be behind the camera filming it.
I seriously do not need to know that.
Hey, Leon, what's up?
Hey, can we hang out here a bit? Maybe watch some TV?
So if I stay here for a few days, I've got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, Leon, you want to talk about it at all? Leon, you need to calm down, man.
Why should I? This kid's got a broken filter.
Yeah, I'm the one with the broken filter.
Shut up!
After a bickerment that Leon, Blake, and Caleb get into, Leon kind of has to tell them the honest truth of what happened between Trevor and Leon. Leon said that he had to steal weed from a dispensary because his dad was getting really angry at his house, so he had to steal weed from a dispensary, but the security guards were watching, so he hides it in a bully's backpack. Guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, they do have security guards at the dispensaries. But when I made this film, this was right when weed was being legalized in California, so it was like...
And that's when Trevor happened to walk by, and I hid it in his backpack.
Anyways, they try to forget about it by going to a bowling alley. And then there's this really cool scene where Leon reacts to seeing Grace for the first time. And Grace was the love interest in the film.
Yo, Leon, come on. So you think Leon's got a little crush going on?
I don't know. Hey, Leon, you got a crush? Shut up.
But then after bowling, Trevor threatens Leon again, and Leon says if he doesn't get the $7,000 and within the next month, he'll tell the authorities that he stole the weed. Yeah. And then he's like on the spot now, so now he has to make $7,000 in a month, hence the name Dollar Per Day.
That's very interesting, you scared shitless kid. Now, if I don't get my money within a month,
Oh, you'll have it in a month.
And if I don't get it within a month?
I'll tell the truth.
Okay, better have it within a month.
And then after that scene, there's a really important scene where Leon and Blake start connecting. And we can already tell these guys are pretty close. Like they haven't been friends for a while. But you can tell that Leon is kind of hard on himself and he keeps like beating himself up emotionally. At this point in the film, he's not really ready to open up about, and he says, I want to get the $7,000.
I'm getting that money.
What?
I said I'm getting that money.
How in the hell do you think you're gonna do that?
Because I have faith.
Where'd that faith come from?
Because I want to show all those goddamn kids I'm worth something. I want to follow through.
So Caleb agrees to help Leon work with him to get the $7,000 so they can pay off Trevor. On a scene where Blake is going to apply to a job at a coffee shop or something, Leon runs into that same girl he met at the bowling alley. Anyways, they start talking, and every time I see this scene, I cringe to myself because the writing's pretty,
You?
I'm Grace.
That's a pretty name. So what are you doing here?
I just come to this coffee shop a lot. I like to write.
Then, the next following scene is Leon going on a date with Grace. Looking back at this particular scene, it's kind of necessary for the plot, and it makes sense. I see things I didn't see when I was writing it then. We see Grace open up to Leon, and Grace says, I don't know if I want to go to Sac State, and she's like, she's completely honest with him, saying, I don't want to go to Sac State, but we don't see Leon open up to Grace about anything.
I honestly, I'm just tired of school.
You're studying business and economics, right?
Yeah, like I find it interesting.
Well, what do you like about it?
Well, I think it's cool and all, but it's nothing that I'm passionate about.
I should have mentioned this at the beginning. There was this watch at the beginning, first very scene, that Leon threw on the ground, and that was during the scene where Trevor was getting arrested. The watch comes back to the house, and I'm like, Leon's like, where the hell did this come from? I threw this away. In that same scene, Caleb opens up to Leon about how he wants to travel, but he was never able because he never had the financial resources to travel.
And all these dots on this map are places I want to go visit. Like, for instance, I really want to go to the Grand Canyon. And Mexico's another one I really want to go to, even though it's not part of the States.
It's another example of someone opening up to Leon, but Leon not opening up to Caleb. Anyways, they continue working at jobs, but they're not making enough money to pay off Trevor. We assume that a month is over, and we see Leon walking by himself, and Trevor comes up from behind him and attacks him. The attacking shots are a little, I think Fox did a really good job at being that angry antagonist. Fun fact, the first time, not this time we filmed, but the time before that, when we were trying to do the first attempt at $1 per day, we actually had police officers come to, because they thought we were actually fighting during the film. So I had to explain to them, oh, we're just making a film. It was funny. After that fight, Leon feels responsible and overwhelmed, and like he feels like he's dragging Caleb down with all the problems he's in. So he decides to walk away from Caleb. And I think this was an important scene because it's coming up for the theme of the film. Like, Leon cannot ask for help, has a hard time opening up about his problems and what he's going through. And he has a hard time asking for help. So he just walks away from Caleb.
If you want to do good things in life, you just need to stop worrying about me and start worrying about yourself.
The following scene after that is, in my personal opinion, the most emotional scene in the entire film. He realizes that he needs to open up to Grace because it's only fair because she opened up to him. So we get one of the most emotional scenes in the film where he finally opens up to Grace about everything, about his troubled father. He opens up about his fears and everything. So this is when they have the giant hug scene, and I think I did really well in the scene. I'm honestly really proud of it.
I'll go wherever you go in life. Leon, I'm here for you.
Following that scene, Leon's getting beat up, and Caleb and Blake are looking for him all around, and they find him, and Leon agrees to own up to what he's done. And the next scene, I actually got a legitimate courtroom. I did this, you know how I did it? I emailed this certain courtroom in this certain county and asked, hey, can I use your courtroom and film it for a college film? And they said yes. I actually had to rent out twice for both attempts. So I rented out a courtroom twice. It was crazy because I never thought I'd be able to do that. And I mean, it was cheesy, but it was a legitimate courtroom I was filming in.
I know I haven't been the best father and I've put you through hell, and I will understand if you don't accept my apology. So, Your Honor, I will admit that I stole the marijuana.
And he says, he owns up that he was the one that forced Leon to buy the marijuana. He was the one trying to give back the watch to Leon, and he said it's worth $20,000 and it could get him out of this mess. Then the second to last scene, we see Leon set the watch down and walk away. And there was an accident during the scene where Leon's walking away wearing the watch, but I think it's symbolism. Like, we don't know whether he left the watch or whether he kept the watch. I think that's up to the viewer's interpretation. Did he leave the watch and let his dad rot in prison? Or did he take it out to help his dad? That's up for the viewer to decide. And I think that's a huge part of art that I don't want to spoil for anyone. I don't even know, honestly, what happened. It's for viewers' interpretation. And the last scene ever in the film is Leon at Caleb's birthday party. And they're all laughing, and they got Caleb a car for his birthday present. And Caleb gets to choose where they go, and we see them drive off into the distance as the credits come. And that's my film. That's $1 per day. Now, is the acting the best? No. I mean, Philip did a great job, and Fox did a great job, and the other actors did pretty well. It was a project that I spent 3 to 5 years on, and I didn't give up on. It was like so hard to make. I went through like crying and like failures and bankruptcy and everything that you could, not literal bankruptcy, but I was broke. I was renting out cameras and sold a lot of things to try to make this film, and I finally made it. Did it make me a millionaire? No, but I learned a lot from it, yes. And can I make a better film in the future? Probably. So was it worth it? I think so. I think I learned a lot, and I think it was something that was special to me. And you can check out this film in the link below, and it's something that has a lot of heart in my soul. That sounded weird. Anyway, stay tuned for more Toons films and music, and have a great day.